Its empire expands across the southeast United States. Here in Florida, they can be found in every county. Gopher tortoises inhabit uplands with deep, well-drained sandy soil and desert-like conditions. Several times a year, these expert diggers build burrows up to 12 meters long and 3 meters deep. The burrows are not only home to the tortoise, but also used by more than 350 other species. Snakes, frogs, owls, and crickets all lease burrow space for feeding, reproduction, and protection. Some live alongside the tortoises. Others occupy abandoned burrows. Both the gopher tortoise and its cohabitants depend on the burrows for survival. This makes the gopher tortoise a keystone species, a species critical to maintaining the structure of its ecosystem. But that ecosystem is under siege. 60 million years ago, 23 species of tortoise lived in North America. Then came European settlement. Loss of habitat began to take a toll on the tortoises. During the Depression, they were even hunted as food. In the years that followed, development in fast-growing South Florida turned tortoise territory into hotels and housing. Residents and tourists were attracted to the same sandy soil that gopher tortoises used to burrow. Between 1990 and 2000 alone, the human population in the southeast United States rose by 20%. By then, the gopher tortoise population had fallen to 20% of its historical high. In 2007, the state deemed the species threatened. This empire is in need of rebuilding. To reverse the decline, the gopher tortoise must find a way to defend its shrinking territory. Finding enough suitable habitat is crucial for the survival of any species, especially those in need of rebuilding their population. The gopher tortoises of Southwest Florida have a strong preference when it comes to choosing a home. The habitat must have sandy soil for digging, and it must also have plenty of food plants and open sunny areas for nesting and basking. Open canopy woods, like long-leaf pine forests, are ideal. But Florida has lost all but about 4% of its pine forests in the last quarter century to development. Simply put, the restoration of this keystone species requires a helping hand. In response, starting in the 1970s, conservationists began fighting to protect the gopher tortoise. State laws were introduced outlawing the harvest and disturbance of tortoises in the wild. And sanctuaries were built to provide safe havens. Here, at the Christopher Smith Preserve near Naples, 70 gopher tortoises make their home on 7 acres of scrubland. The Conservancy of Southwest Florida protects and maintains the habitat. Still, real estate is at a premium, and when space is limited, territorial battles are inevitable. These reptiles have a reputation for being slow-moving and docile. But when it comes to defending its home, a tortoise can be fierce. A test of strength and leverage ensues, with one turtle trying to flip the other over. If it succeeds, the loser gets a death sentence. A tortoise on its back is a dead tortoise. It has no way to right itself. Luckily, this conflict is settled without casualty. The loser retreats in search of another place to start a home. Once territory is established, gopher tortoises spend most of their time burrowing in the sand, sometimes digging several meters deep in a single day. They have shovel-like front legs that help them to dig, and their back legs are strong and sturdy. Each burrow has a single opening. They're easy to spot in the landscape because of the characteristic mound of loose sand at the entrance, known as an apron. The width of the burrow is approximately equal to the length of the tortoise. This way, the tortoise is able to turn around within the burrow. Consequently, you can pretty much tell the size and age of the tortoise based on the width of his burrow. The burrow is an ideal refuge, a place for its occupant to hide from predators. It also remains at a fairly constant temperature and humidity year-round, offering an escape from extreme temperatures, drought, and fire. There's another reason an open canopy forest is crucial to the gopher tortoise. It's an ideal spot for its preferred food. It feeds mainly on the leaves, stems, and flowers of slow-growing grasses, cactus, pawpaw, berries, and other fruits, all of which require abundant sunlight to grow. The tortoise doesn't have teeth, but uses its sharp beak to tear away foliage, then pulls the food into the mouth with its tongue. From these herbaceous plants, the tortoise gets the nutrients it needs for a busy day of burrowing. It also gets most of its water from this food. It rarely needs to find a drink. All that greenery is hard to digest, so it depends on worms and bacteria in the intestines to break down the plants. It helps spread the seeds of these plants with its droppings, acting as a kind of gardener that supports new growth throughout the habitat. This dietary process is another reason the gopher tortoise is such an important part of the ecosystem. Starting in the early spring, it's time to breed. During May and June, females lay one clutch of 3 to 15 eggs, either in a sandy mound in front of the burrow or in a sunny place nearby. the eggs need heat to incubate. But being out in the open poses a risk. Tortoise eggs are a favorite snack for raccoons, foxes, and snakes. Hatching a full nest is rare. With hungry predators lurking, an individual female tortoise will be lucky to produce a successful clutch once every 10 years. It's another challenge to the future of this species. For the next 3 months, the clutch will be especially vulnerable. And the next generation of tortoises must survive if this empire is to have a chance to continue rebuilding.